so you can take care of yourself. All right, everybody. So this is going to be a very quick episode of Granblue Radio, and by very quick, I mean what do we have actually going on in GBF right now, DJ?
Double Drops in Dark. That's about
And
it. Rerun.
yep, it's a rerun, everybody. And it's not even a rerun that they brought anything new to the whole table. It's just a matter of like, hold on a second here. Let me just sign out of something real quick. Exit that. Why does it keep
Uh,
telling me
re-
this?
Remember to buy out the rerun shop so you can get those extra prizes.
Oh yeah, there's like a draw ticket. That's it.
Hey, look, man. If you're gonna be clearing out that other shop, the normal shop.
Mhm. I mean, yeah, it's kind of hidden because you have to go to Cheryl's shop and then you see what the rank rewards are. And yeah, like it's 300 crystals and a ticket, aka two draws. Or, or it'll be one and a half skins in the upcoming skin gotcha, and then the an actual ticket. But other than that, that's it. That's all we got.
Hmm.
So what we're doing is we're going back and reminiscing about Granblue Fantasy Fest for tonight, because well, that's what we got to do.
All right. Do you want to start with 2017, where you were there for what was it, a day and a half?
Dude, I don't remember 2017 anymore, dude.
I I remember slightly where you actually left the event to go to the airport.
Okay, okay. So the good thing is that the site is is still up. So I could just go to 2017's website and just say like what the heck was going on there. So what was there? Let's go take a look. So this was 3 halls of Makuhari Messe. And oh, there was VR Nights. That was the time I nearly got stampeded. Like I
Which
nearly got crushed in a stampede of people who really, really wanted to talk to Vane slash Percival slash whoever. That one was scary.
hmm
That was really scary. Let's see here. This was the party games here, the goods area. So the character talk stage is one of those things that was like, I thought it was super cheesy the first time because there was just a corner and it was like one of the actors or actually no, it wasn't even the actors. It was an attendant, and it was very Disneylandy where there was a character on screen, and there's a little
hmm
audience right here. Here, let me blow this up for you so you can see the character talk stage and the floor map a little bit better. Where it's like up in the right top right here, there was a stage, and it was just like, yeah, it's pre-recorded. Well, it seemed like it was pre-recorded conversations with like a staff member. And when I say staff member, I don't really mean like the director or a designer or anything like that. Of not of the development
Someone who's
staff,
actually working the floor.
someone who's working the floor and like keeping the quote unquote conversation going, like feeding prompts and stuff like that to the recording. And I was like, man, that's cheesy. Fast forward 2 years and they advanced that stuff so far, well, that people were like weeping in 1,000 person freaking hallways. It was crazy. It was crazy. But we'll talk about that when we get to 2019 and 2018. But it's just like this 2017 was one of those things where they had no idea how popular it would be and were not prepared at all for the huge crowd that came in. Like the
hmm
casino zone had a freaking 2 to 4 hour wait, so people were just like, "Yeah, we're not bothering with trying to get this stamp for the stamp rally." Um, the gameplay area was the only thing that like had a short line. That and one of the it was the Enichi. That was the year that they had the Poke Pirate, right? The exploding Rakam.
It was Recalm that year, yes.
Yeah, because the next year was Drang, wasn't it?
Correct. It was Drang because I remember us doing that one.
Where we just were like, this is the shortest line of the entire place. So once again, it felt so much like Disneyland, where we're just like, okay, we have to be really efficient with our time because if we stand in this line, all be gone by the time we're at the end of the line or
hmm
at the front of the line, technically. Um, the cosplay area was pretty cool though, and the main stage was wild. It was cool. It was neat. I'm trying to see. That's the stage. Whoops. What was there? So you can fight Ultimate Bahamut on a really big touchscreen. That one had like a 4 hour wait as well. I was like, no thanks, because you were fighting Ultimate Bahamut with like a super team of a bunch of Eternals and stuff like that. But you're just like, but you're still fighting Ultimate Bahamut. It takes like 6 minutes.
Ooh,
Oh man, and the food was so cheesy. Well, the food's always cheesy, but like, look
it's
at
always
this.
cheesy.
It is mushroom soup. They just call it myconid soup.
Oh,
Oh,
the gold bar rice.
the gold bar rice. No, I'm looking at the Yggdrasil turds. If you
Oh
love
yeah, I remember
Yggdrasil,
that. I remember that.
if you love Yggdrasil, will you eat her droppings? Let's just zoom in on this again. Whoops. How much do you love Yggdrasil?
Not enough, apparently.
Oh boy. But this was a hint of stuff to come because they really really underestimated how powerful this was, and it was a run for next year. Um, yeah, like I don't know what to say about the year 2017 unless people have questions about 2017. Like,
I have 3 pictures from 2018 that I remember actually taking.
all right, should we move on to 2018 then? Because
Yeah, so 2018 I actually joined that year.
all right, let's go to 2018. Thankfully, Cygames has all this stuff archived. Oh man. So we started with the night. That was the first year they did the night party. The night party is really cool. Were you able to get to the night party the first year?
Dom, I was with you.
I have no memory of these things. I have the
Dom,
memory.
I was literally right next to you both years.
Okay. But anyway, so the night party is pretty cool. But I also understand why they'll never ever ever stream this stuff because it's just very private. And when I say very private, I mean it takes place at a convention hall, so it can't be that private. I say that a lot, but it's just like pretty informal. Like they come out, they say like one or two lines, and then they just play some music,
Hmm.
and it was cool. We got freaking glow sticks out of it because you can't go to a concert in Japan without glow sticks. I hate it.
Yeah, please.
I hate it.
We got another one the next year.
I have 3 of them. I don't
I
need
have two
these.
of them right in front of me.
Oh my god. Uh,
But that was a fun experience. That was definitely a fun experience. I enjoyed it.
well, of course you enjoyed it. You got to see Imai Asami live. That was one of
Yeah,
your like bucket list items, wasn't it?
yeah, indefinitely my bucket list item.
Yeah, and then you got to see Toyama Now live, and that was on your bucket list.
Now I have two more to check off my bucket. Well, three more, but
All right. So anyway, like we missed the fireworks. I remember the jokes about the fireworks where it was like Cygames is literally setting your money on fire. Where it's like
we went to dinner instead.
we went to dinner and ate instead because I was dead. I was dead tired. We were like, oh, we looked at our clocks and watches, and we are just like, we could go and watch fireworks, or we could continue to sit here and just not die.
So we decided to do that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Um, and I don't regret the decision one bit because I've seen a lot of fireworks in Japan. Japan is very proud of their fireworks, but
So this
there's a long culture of that.
so this year they also on the hall over, they were doing this. They were also doing Cygames Fest.
Oh man, Cygames Fest was going on. That's right. They had Cinderella Girls, they had Princess Connect.
Dragalia, Princess Connect, Shadowverse, and then they had a Shadowverse tournament the other hall over. If you
That
remember that
I
too,
do remember that now.
because
But
that had like $1 million prize pool.
something like that, yeah. Not only did they have Cygames Fest, so they had Mao like double booked because she was there both for Princess Connect and like she would just occasionally scuttle on over to the GBF area. It was pretty funny. Uh,
Can I actually show my three pictures?
Do it. What do you got?
All right. So you remember the setup for the game area?
Yes. Which game area? The one where we played co-op and then
No, not that one.
oh, okay. Which game?
I'm showing on Discord right now.
Okay, hold on. Oh, are you Discord hold on. Where is that? Let's share your screen. Pop out. There it is. So this is the Ennichi area. Yeah, I remember this. The festival.
It's cool. I apparently forgot to take a picture of the shrine of Bahamut in the middle. Actually, right there.
There's pictures of it around, but yeah,
Yeah.
they have made a lot of props that they trot back out every once in a while because I mean you go through all the trouble of making them, you might as well maintain them and bring them back out. So it's like the
Yeah.
3D printed weapons you can see a hint of over here. So this is the Japanese festival area with what were these designs again? Were they the four beasts? They were the four
Four
beasts on
beast.
the
Four
lanterns.
beast.
And then like oh man, I remember just that was the year that it was the Drang pop-up pirate game, and
Yeah. The
that one,
other side of the archery.
that one I remember also because we just went in packs of four and we're just like, we don't need the explanation. All we're here for is the prize. We just want the card.
Also the Hanafuda. Yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted the Hanafuda card. That's all we wanted.
Yeah. The winner got a separate postcard thing.
Oh man.
See here. What's my next photo on here? Oh yeah, the Jewel Resort Casino area. We never went there.
Yeah, because that's a sucker's game. You go there for your stamp in the stamp rally. You do nothing else there.
There was pretty dang long line there.
It was a really long line. You do not go there if you're serious about trying to see the rest of Granblue Fantasy Fest.
True. And then I found a picture of Bahamut.
That's not the Shrine to Bahamut. That's just
It's not the shrine one.
Bahamut.
It was near that area though.
hmm
It looks so cool. It just looks so cool.
Those props, when you see them in person, are really interesting. Like they pay so much attention to like making sure that those things are as high quality as possible. Like Cygames, if you've like seen their events and looked at like their production values and things like that, they will not skimp on anything when it comes
Hmm.
to that stuff. It's crazy.
Wait, 2018 was an interesting year because I went through Goods. The, so we had Henry go Goods line the first time, and then I went through the second time, and I missed the character live, the three
Right, the
the
3D.
yeah. And you so one of the things that they did was at the end they had the streamers thing,
Yes, I have those streamers still from both years.
and so 2019 they added more characters to the streamers itself.
Yes, because
It was like their signatures.
they had added Beatrix because they did the Pride song. They did Sandal. They added Sandalphon. Oh my God! This old picture of Fukuhara. Look at this nerd. Who is this guy? Who is this?
Not someone I recognize anymore.
That's. Oh man.
Yeah, so this is when Granblue Fest was still 2018 was still when it was 2 days.
Yeah. Well, it only really went to 2.5 days. But anyway, like.
To be fair, we call literally Fridays like literally day zero for us.
Yeah. We had a full day on Friday, had a full day on Saturday, had a full day on Sunday. But
Oh,
this one, like,
Friday had like oh yeah, but Friday we didn't actually talking about next year, but the next year when it has 3 days, we didn't do anything other than what we wanted to do.
it was great for once in our lives.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, they only had one stream in 2018 as well, right?
in 2018?
Yeah.
They had day one and day two. Yeah. The 2019 innovation was that they added the satellite stage where it's like we have all of these actors. You know what we're gonna have these actors do? We're gonna have them
Do
sit at a
stuff.
kotatsu and talk. Like they just created an entirely new set where it was just the actors sitting there, and like they did just things that would fill time between big events. So they would have like a six-sided die that they rolled, and they would have to steer the like talk about whatever topic was on there, where it was like your favorite Granblue Fantasy character, or like your goal in the game, or whatever. And yeah, some people were very, very like I don't know. That's where Kawahara got a lot of his cred from because when Kawahara was on there, the voice of Tyre. Let me see where he is. Is he on this year's or is he only 2019?
He was only 2019.
Wow. So he really only joined the cast in 2019 for the regulars, and he kept the conversation going for freaking ever.
Yeah, he's
Like
great.
he was amazing out there, and like he was talking about the game. He was talking about like he was just keeping everything flowing, and it was a crazy good job he did on the satellite stage as MC. Let's see, is
Yeah,
that
this
under
was
the stage section?
yeah, this was transition 2019.
Mm-hmm. Where is our boy Kawahara? There he is. There's our boy.
So one of the things I actually did like
Mm-hmm.
about like as a normal person just going in,
Mm-hmm.
the line for getting get, you have to like register a time for the goods line
Mm-hmm.
using the Sky Compass app.
Right.
So in 2018, you had to get into another line after being inside in order to go get in order to get scan the code in order to get your thing,
Mm-hmm.
your time slots.
Right.
In 2019, they had it where while you're after lining up the initial line, there's a separate while you're still waiting to like get in. There's a separate path to the right that is where you register your time slot
Mm-hmm.
instead. So you did that before entering the actual hall instead of after entering the actual hall, which was I like that a lot.
Yeah, it was instead of getting into a line to get into a line, you would check into the line while in a different line.
Yeah,
Line efficiency. So the
it's
thing
very
is,
efficient.
I'm a veteran of Disneyland. I wouldn't say that I'm obsessed with Disneyland or anything like that. I just have friends who are very like about this, and I will continuously compare Granblue Fantasy Fest to like a pop-up a theme park because that's what it is. And I mean, freaking 2019, they had a well, actually, was it 2018? They started in 2018. They have a 3D ride.
Oh yeah, the Grand Cipher ride. I think I still have a picture of my tickets.
The freaking Grand Cipher ride right here. Like, so they added what did they add that year? So this is 2018 still. They added the Grand Cipher ride, a 3D ride where you get like a virtual tour of the first few islands of GBF story.
Look, that ride was still cool to look at.
It is really cool, but it's just one of those things where it's like if you think about all of the work that goes into making one of those things, right? So you have to get like you have to program the hydraulics. You have to um, get like all of the graphics. You have to script it out, and then you have to build the damn thing. Like this is this is actually a theater, like almost a full theater that shakes and like sprays water at you and has like heat lamps and stuff like that, all to simulate. It's Star Tours, right? If you've been
Yeah.
on Star Tours, this is actually just Star Tours for GBF, and it exists for 8 days out of the year. Like they just bring that thing to Granblue Fantasy Extra Fests and Granblue Fantasy Fests,
One of the things is that in 2018 you had to line up for a line in order to get the ticket for time slots.
which is why I think it was only like me and Henry who were able to watch this thing, right?
Oh, I saw it too with Henry
Oh,
actually.
okay, okay. You did make it in there. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I sent you guys there at the first thing on
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 Sunday.
the second day, right?
Yeah,
That's right. Now it's like, all right, guys, This is the new VR nights. If you do not see this now, you are never seeing it. Because the thing is that the VR nights experience, they were like, okay, we've learned from 2017. This is going to be a ticketed event, and you're going to buy your ticket in advance, and it's going to come with a time slot that you come by and you do your thing. We have it timed out. We know how long people will be waiting, and so we know exactly how many people will fit. And so then the problem is the new bottleneck became the Grand Cypher ride. They're like, okay, so in 2019,
They did the same thing.
they're like, all right, there's 3 different tickets now.
I think I still have.
Because
Yeah,
it's like,
took a
yeah,
picture. I took a picture of it,
it's like here's
of the ticket itself.
yeah, so here's the ticket, and you buy the entrance, and for an extra $10, you get the nights VR nights experience, or you buy the ticket that comes with the Grand Cipher ride, which is still a second an extra 1,000 yen. Or what I did was go to the makeup salon, and so they had so many things. But yeah, this was the first time they're like, okay, this is a new attraction. We know how long it'll take. They hired like professional makeup artists for this,
That was fun.
and they were just like, all right, we know how many people we have. We know how long these people will take because we've timed it all out. We're going to sell tickets, and you're going to once again get a time slot. And then you come in at that time slot. You know exactly when you're supposed to start, and you get your makeup did.
So check what I sent you in
Discord.
Discord.
Is this the this is the new line, right? That was the
No. Check our chat.
hold on.
I think you have to click on
Yeah, I see it. Here's the ticket to the Grand Cipher ride.
in
Oh, you have your
2018.
2018 ticket. Okay. Then again, I mean, I still have my Vane letter, don't I? Somewhere. I don't have it here. But yeah, Grand Cipher ride. There's your invitation to it. You're not.
It's a sightseeing cruise. You saw a lot. You saw Bahamut at the end. It was kind of cool. But yeah,
Oh
no.
man.
So the picture I have currently in have
In
up.
Discord.
That was just one of the main arches that you can go across in the main hall.
Well, I was just saying that this was so this was the lineup because there's a big red carpet there, and that's where the official cosplayers like walk up and down a lot. So that's actually what they're taking pictures of right now is official cosplayers. Like you can see
Yeah.
all those phones out. Once
Well,
again, like mega high quality stuff. And once again, like it feels so much like going to Disney World.
and also those screens on the left and right usually if they're not doing the cosplayer stuff has screens of like the past events.
Yeah, so all of those things that take place before the Granblue Fantasy live streams, all the trailers for events and the history of events, they were playing that pretty constantly.
Let's see here, what else do I have in these pictures? Oh yeah, Granblue Fantasy Versus.
Hey,
Remember
look.
that?
Yeah.
That was cool. That was a pretty cool area.
All right, keep it moving, keep it moving.
Oh yeah, the SSR Gacha Crystal.
What do you mean? That doesn't look like an SSR to me. That looks
No,
blue.
I see the rainbow at the very bottom.
You're just taking pictures of lights. Oh my
Oh,
god, the Jade. Yeah,
the
once again,
Jade.
like when you're going through this in Granblue Fantasy Fest, like it really does impress on you just how big they're trying to be with it, you know? Like this is a relatively niche game. It's a pretty niche game, but
Mhm.
like they go all out to try and make the fans stick to it with an unforgettable experience. Like look at the size of that freaking Colossus. That our
He's
chunky
big.
boy right over there on the right.
Don't
We,
worry, I actually have one of Bahamut. And that I
yeah,
have up.
and then they have they have mascot costumes walking around with handlers and waving to fans and taking pictures, doing little dances. It's
All right,
crazy.
let's. Oh yeah, Marion Carver's Dungeon Treasure Hunt. I failed the one where you have to bring the rod around. I failed it at the very end. I got really sad.
That's like one of the oldest Japanese children's games where you just you just take a stick through a path and you try not to hit the walls. That's unfortunate that you failed at the end. I never actually played that one. I did
Did
the
we did the Esser one,
hold on.
the TN one where you had to throw things down.
Which game
Go
was that? Hold up. Menu attractions. That was under I flung a slime, I think,
with the
right?
hammer.
Yes. So there's
Yes, you did. I remember that.
yeah. So you fling a slime. There was oh it was this was the marble maze game here. I remember being successful at that one.
Garva one, yeah.
Yes.
The Bahamut one is the one where you have to bring the
Stick through
rod
the
across.
okay. But yeah, the carnival games they take you like a minute. Um you get a little like sticker and some pictures and man, that was a good time. And then of
Oh,
course, what I do have on me actually, I don't have many of the prizes on me, but I do have. Hold on while I switch to this. Um, I still have with me my fairy clear file, and I don't know why. Hold on, let's take a look at this.
God,
Where is that?
I got the fairy clear file at the last second when I did my run because you had to whip and you had to knock down monsters.
There it goes. So I have with me my fairy clear file still. I'm very proud of this one actually because it involved sticking your arm through a plexiglass um, like wall and then just flinging a whip around trying to knock over targets. I think we have video of that that's on the account, but yeah, this thing's cool.
I
But
had
it's also
the smaller ones are so much harder to hit.
nah, it's fine. They were fine. That was an easy
I
game.
had 1 second left.
That but you still won, right?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Well, there you go then. But yeah, you know what the like I don't know. Clear files are one of those things where I'm not that attached to them because they're just so easy to get and so easy to produce, and you just. But for some reason, this one I have fond memories of just because it was like us and like Xseed just flailing wildly with whips. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
much more
yeah.
about the memory of how I get these things rather than the actual thing itself. That's really what it comes down to. Like Granblue Fantasy Fest, like that's the number one thing that I'm gonna impress upon people that what we're missing out on is like the communal experience of Granblue with like tens of thousands of people. So, you get to hear people cheering for the stage. There's everybody like oohing and awing over the official cosplayers. Like you get to watch other people play carnival games for prizes and like cheer for each other. Um, they have that. It was in the Bloody Castle, where you.
Was that one where you pumped up the
It
thing?
was the Lich Phantom Call because it was you have to inflate a Lich with four pumps, and it's like
To be fair, that was like the easiest one.
it was the easiest one because it relied on three other people also doing the same thing. Like I've only ever done that in Mario Party.
Yeah, we actually did that comparison. I think Xseed actually took a video of that.
I took a video of it too. Yeah, it was a freaking fun one. It was so fun.
You know what was not that great? The Beth one.
That one was horrifying.
Guess what? The person at the end is the one who failed it for us.
It's okay. We didn't give them enough time. It's fine.
Yeah, because you have to there's a maze you have to bring a spoon across with a ball on it,
A ping pong ball,
and
and
you
then
have to pass it off to the next person.
and then after that you have 1 minute, and then the last person has to fling it into Melinda's open, horrifying mouth. That thing was cursed.
I have a picture of the giant ball hit up.
Let me grab that then. Yeah, like this is what we're
So
missing out
cool.
on this year, and this is what I'm super sad about and looking forward to in 2021 to have again. Like, just
Also,
this
you see in the
experience.
background
The
the
line for
wall of
the
bromide.
merchandise.
No, that was the wall of bromide.
Oh, that was the okay. Yeah, that's right.
I
Uh,
don't have a picture of that one,
that's
sadly.
the castle over here. Okay, I'm remembering it now. That
The
was the
Snake
wall.
one. No, I didn't put the bloody castle on here.
Okay,
I have the cosplayers instead.
of course you do.
Look, we were at the cosplay stage just chilling.
Yeah, because that's the only time I have to sit down. That and lunch. Uh, all right. So I'm trying to think of what else we have to talk about. Like, I think that's it. Like, this is sort of our memories of Granblue Fantasy Fest.
It
Like,
was fun.
you you go around. It's a big ass theme park. It exists for only 2 days out of the year in Makuhari Messe, and then it travels to a couple other places. But it's like I don't know. It's just like nothing else. And by like nothing else, I mean it's Disneyland. I've said this like 4 times already. It's
Yeah, the what was it? The satellite stage was actually next to
the
the main
bromides.
stage actually.
It was next to the wall of Valentines.
Yeah.
So if anybody has questions in chat about like anything in the Granblue Fantasy Fest experience, let me know. Otherwise, I mean, I'm just going to reminisce and then end this show. Where did I put my fairy? Where did she go? There she is. Like there's just all of these great memories, and then you know what? I'm just gonna put on my greatest memory.
My favorite memory was doing the gachapon for our Karm characters.
Yeah, because you actually got lucky on that one.
Yeah, I got 9 out of 10 in 10 rolls.
I in 10 rolls I got what is it? Was it like 6 times? It was
6 times,
awful.
you said.
It was awful, but it's okay because we ended up getting the mask,
I
the
also
greatest mask.
I also did like a had the share carte shop too. Like it was not the official goods line for Granblue Fest.
It was just
But
stuff that they've had like in limited supply for other collaboration stuff. So they had like
yeah, like they had the Love Life stuff. They had some really cool T-shirts.
they had
I bought the
Marui.
I bought the Dokkan hats.
Whoop. Oh man. Oh, you did buy the Dokkan hat?
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Ah, I miss this.
all in English.
It was going to be in 2 months before before they canceled it, and I already miss it. Like, there's there's just something about, like I said, the crowd experience. There's something about like sharing this joy, this like pure unadulterated joy. People aren't being that mad at their gacha rolls when you're at Granblue Fantasy Fest because a lot of people are just. It's like, oh, it's 7 p.m. Everybody, time to roll for Christmas characters.
that
That was last
was
year.
very good. Yeah.
Um,
I
but
actually
like,
I actually messaged you because of I was doing my turn for the makeup,
hmm
and I was actually watching them do the recording for Granblue TV.
yeah, it was what Yonizawa and was it Ito Kanai? It was.
Ito Kanai, because I'm like, isn't that Ito Kanai over there? Oh, it is.
You can
But
tell by how
they
tiny
had
she is.
well, not only that, they also had around the no pictures people nearby,
hmm
so you can't take pictures of them while they're doing the segments.
Well, you just shouldn't be taking pictures of them in general, but yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
I miss it. I miss it. We're going next year, if
yeah.
there is a next year.
Hopefully, there's a next year.
I want there to be a next year.
I just want to be able to travel again, dude.
I, Like, I want those moments of just pure joy, you know, when freaking Eguchi Takuya backstage voicing Vayne says the woman's name and she just screams at the top of her lungs in pure joy. Like, that was something that people at home got to experience too, but like, I don't know, the live band, um,
Live bands are so nice.
the yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Like,
I,
Eguchi's still one of my favorite people.
for just like being a dork on stage,
He just does whatever he wants.
it's
He does that
great.
in everything he does. I've seen the Orient U stages too. He does whatever he wants,
Oh boy.
and also his show on the Albion TV as well.
All right. I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, that's
That's our 30-minute retrospective on 3 years of Granblue Fantasy Fest and how it freaking grew from. So the first one was 3 halls. It grew to 5 halls of Makuhari Messe.
Oh
That's
man, remember how long it took for us to get inside to night party? Because we
yes, because we
because we had
ran.
to walk all those halls,
We had to walk all the way around and through. Oh my goodness.
and then they actually had a spot for us.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Here we go, guys. Um, that's it for Granblue Fantasy Fest for this year. Unfortunately, that's it for Granblue Radio tonight. Next week we have what, Dread Barrage to talk about? When's that one
Oh,
start, DJ?
let me check the wiki. The I haven't loaded up the wiki yet.
So it starts on the 14th. So yeah, we'll be talking about March of the Valiant this time next week. So we'll have stuff to talk about. We'll have a permanent side story of the Freeze to talk about because the Freeze is actually being partially rewritten for its side story presence, which is good because I think the Freeze is one of the events I complain about the most in terms of writing. So hey, you
Eh?
get to experience it a new way.
All right.
All right,
We'll
thanks for
catch you guys
joining us,
again next week.
everybody. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, we'll see Granblue Fantasy Fest in 2021. Um, and until then, well, thanks everyone, and stay safe. Stay safe, DJ.
I will.
Hope you feel better
You
soon.
too.
Later.
I hope so too. All right, later, guys.